Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam386. As you may remember, Balarama started to regret that he gave a chance to the Kauravas to act like human beings. Evidently, Krishna and the others were right, and I was in the wrong. Animals which have too much fat in them should be punished only by beating, and soft words will not get you anywhere with arrogant people, since they do not understand them. The Kauravas are slow-witted and proud, and evidently they are spoiling for a fight, and that's why they have the courage to talk like this to me. There is nothing which makes a person lose his sense except power and the pride born of wealth. I will teach them a lesson. I will make the world Kauravaless. He took up his weapon, the plow, and he said, I will pull the entire city of Hastina and drown it in the river Ganga. Balarama struck the earth with his plow and began to pull the city towards the river. The men in the city felt a tremor in the earth. A moment later, the tremor increased, and it seemed as though the earth was shaking. The city began to move, slowly but steadily, towards the river. People rushed out of their houses in a panic. The Kauravas saw what was happening. Too late, they realized that they had to appease Balarama at any cost. They rushed to the prison where Samba was held captive, and hurriedly they placed him in a chariot, and with him they placed the princess. They rushed to the spot where Rama was stationed, and all the while the city was moving steadily toward the river. The citizens followed their kings, and everyone rushed to Rama and said, Please desist from this destruction of innocent people. We have sinned against you, and we ask you to forgive us. In our arrogance we were blind, and we insulted the power that is you. You must take pity on us and be merciful. Save us. Forgive us. Balarama was famed for his short temper. He could get angry very easily, but he could be pacified easily too. He was pleased with the way they realized their fault, and he pulled out his plow from the ground and said, Do not be afraid, I will not hurt your city any more. Duryodhana fell at his feet with tears in his eyes. When Balarama was in Mithila during the unpleasant episode relating to the killing of Satyajit and the pursuit of the killer Shatadanva, Duryodhana had come to Mithila and had spent a long time with Balarama. He had become the pupil of Balarama, and he had learned the art of fighting with the mace from him. It was this, the fact that his pupil should have treated him like this, which had angered Balarama so much. But Duryodhana, now repentant, made up for it by giving costly gems and clothes and fully caparisoned horses and elephants and other suitable gifts to young Samba. After having been honored like this, Balarama left for Dwarka with the young people. He related to his brother and the others the happenings at Hastina and his own anger, which was pacified later. It is said that even now the city of Hastina shows the signs of Balarama's wrath by leaning towards the river Ganga on the southern side. 246. Two requests to Krishna. Once, when Krishna was seated in the council hall by name Sudharma, with his brother and others, there came to see him a stranger. He was announced and was asked to come in. He entered and he saluted the entire assembly. He had placed both his hands on his head, and he stood like that for a while. He then fell at the feet of Krishna and said, I have come from Girivraja, the capital of Jarasandha. A sudden silence fell over the entire group of listeners. The name of their old enemy was enough to alert them. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.